Hey Gemini, we're going to try to get through your reading today. We've done something that we've done once before. We've got a series of note cards that I wrote every one of the glyphs of the zodiac on the back and then randomly selected one at a time. Did some blind channeling for hopefully specific messages pertaining to love, money, finance, and we'll get those read out to you. I've got a series of oracle cards here that we'll read, and then we're going to get a couple of cards to round out your reading from the Akashic Tarot. So hopefully we'll get some great reading messages coming in for you. And also, since I skipped it at the beginning, my name is Dina. I am so thankful to have you along today. So, your channeled messages, first starting with love, there's something about a cold phase, and then in quotes, don't give up on me, and then stumble upon a closed gray chest on your path. That's right. There was a vision of somebody walking a path, having almost stumbled across. There was this chest down and to the left. And there's this question, do I open it or do I not? Is it Pandora's box? Is it treasure? Is it lost and found? And then we heard ready or not. So there's a heart opening coming in. And I'm seeing a jack in a box, something surprising that puts a spring in your step. Then there's the sense of a smile, just the hint of a smile as you're going along and walking forward from that exchange, perhaps something that might surprisingly happen, somebody that might spring along your path, and it's kind of like you bump into somebody at the store type energy. And then I was seeing the right hand in the front pants pocket jiggling something like coins, gemstones, or something to that effect. And then I was hearing the song. It was like, jing-a-ling-a-ling, still your lover boy. I still feel the same way. Sorry about my singing skills. And then it was something about the response. One of the responses was like, he's looking to get lucky, and the response is no huggy lovey something until blah blah blah. So there may be a differing opinion about whether to be physical, or somebody might be even holding out for some type of either a better offer. I'm sorry if you're the cross watcher, or like a better offering, a better timing, something to that effect, or maybe something just isn't hitting right for them. That doesn't mean it isn't there entirely, but maybe something needs to still be tweaked in the approach. So, and of course, if you know the song, it may be that somebody's looking for a wedding ring before they move further. I'm not sure how that hits you. Then next, moving into the financial realms, we've got finance and love maybe entwined. So I don't know if this is like some type of an office romance, or something that you want to work together in some type of partnership. There's some kind of need for equality in that pursuit. And then also written into the margin here, we have prenuptial. I don't know if that's something that you're considering or not. Uh, and then we're hearing some, excuse the less positive, some type of extortion or manipulative energy here, pertaining to perhaps the division of responsibilities or the division of assets. So I don't know if there's also something that is breaking apart, breaking down, and somebody still wants to be friends with benefits or something, and somebody's like, yeah, it's not going to work for me type of a thing. Or in the extortion manipulation end of things, like, well, if you give in on this matter, then it's up for grabs. So you may have feelings about that. So I'm seeing then scales and justice being delivered. So somebody here may be feeling like somebody is more possessive than sharing in partnership. Like there's some type of ownership or control complexes, power dynamics at play. And then there's this lists, ledgers, tracking, and even magnifying glass, like the need to look closely at different ledgers. I don't know if that's your bank statement or if that's something between the two of you or writing something out, some type of pro con type of a thing here, making sure that you're tracking things that go into something that's important. Because even if things are very cordial right now, there's the potential for something to possibly um, degenerate into a little bit of pettiness. So make sure you have all of your I's dotted and your T's crossed, as they say. So for some people, there may be something regarding legalities, either counseling for the couple or for you in some way may be important, or seeking for counsel, like a professional advisor of some capacity. But I'm sensing that if this is something related to a business or enterprise that you're seeking legal counsel about, there's something here about the product is in good standing. So whatever you're looking for or looking after, the bank account balance, so to speak, that so far so good, everything's in good standing. So there's also answering to differing motives. So seeking for compromise to seek that win-win, we need to know what motivates the other person. If it's not money, then offering them money won't do the thing. They might want something different. So let's get into your oracle cards. You have the Sea Otter, happiness, which I was seeing the puffin in this, which is another card in this deck, this guy right here. It's the joy bringer as well. So sea otter is happiness. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. So if you're not in a breakup, don't let any of that stuff fool you. This is a general reading, so only take what resonates for you and leave the rest. There could equally be some type of a coming together, like the difficulties that precede something going to the next level. So with some type of pre-planning and um, proper division and delegation of responsibilities, assets, and making sure that you feel like the scales are balanced here, and working through your power and control dilemmas and insecurities here. There's a lot of sharing that can happen from this. So figure out what motivates your object of interest or your clientele, as the case may be. So you get also Oracle number 15, adrift in shallow water. Take a few deep breaths and reconnect to your inner peace. Notice the small things and appreciate them. Maybe that's what we're talking about with the lists and the ledgers, being able to appreciate those little things, the little, like having that person that you can't wait to tell your good news to. It's like, who comes to mind? What is that deepening that you are sensing on the horizon, taking you from the shallow into the deeper waters? It could definitely be taking some type of leap of faith with this leaping through the air. You might be able to get right on the same page with somebody, and that might really liberate a lot of your fears and anxieties that have been weighing you down. 45, a plan you have made is on track. If you're waiting for something, get to work and stop putting off ideas or projects that you've been considering. And it's time to make a demonstration. The older the soul, the softer the glance, the quicker to smile, and the sooner to say, I love you. They also skip and wink more than normal and hold hands with those they walk beside. Utterly fearless. The universe. That's awesome. So maybe you guys are like once bitten, twice shy type of relationship where you both come from some sort of distrusting background. But if you see this in that type of a way, there's something here that's making your heart soar in some type of a way. And these shallow waters are perhaps the fears being unfounded. And there's a lot of happiness here and a lot of potential for you guys to make that big leap. Your treasure is at hand. I love it, Gemini. Sure, you can always find prettier, handsomer, skinnier, wiser, richer, younger, zippier, but more often than not, one learns the most, laughs the loudest, and smiles the widest with those they've already found, especially when they stop looking elsewhere. Actually, zippier is on quite a few lists. Tally ho, the universe. So your treasure is at hand. If you've been wanting to bring something together, it's right there for the taking. But perhaps you're kind of mired in some type of stress or fear complex where you're checking out and comparing others to your object of interest or to yourself. We've got a couple that want to come out here. Flipping on the floor, we have number 21, Uriel and the Sphinx. Some confusing circumstances kind of coming to light. You're being protected. There's a lot to uncover. This is also speaking about digging to the depths of something. And we have the bird's nest, Three of Forces, protecting the house, home, the nest egg, and who is it important to feel your way through into the future, and like making a nest with the two. Maybe you're in a nesting phase and wanting somebody to move in, and you got to really like set up some parameters for each other about what you like and don't like, and all of that business. There may be some of that, the wanting to come together in that bigger way. Four of Forces, spring and autumn. So at the changing of the seasons here, wherever that hits you when you tune into this forecast, may be a powerful change, and it might be when that big shift is going to transpire. So you may be thinking it, feeling it, fearing it, excited about it. There's some type of building that is going on, and there's a harvest coming in, a bloom cycle coming forward. And then we have Three of Keys. I feel like the two of you are potentially, or the partners, the group, this of course as a general reading can be any type of love, friendship, family, coworkers, and so on. Anything you love. It could be pertaining to your finance and career. There's some type of patience, playing the long game, and looking carefully at strategy and to be clever here. But at the bottom of the deck, we have this Ace of Cups, Ace of Roses, commitment with the new soul contract, perhaps writing up some paperwork for that soul contract. There's probably love in the air, and perhaps even the urge to have family and children here with the bird's nest, looking at that person and calling them forward. Let's take just a couple more, and then we're going to close out your reading. Queen of Keys, balance, and the lightning bolt. There's some kind of eureka moment, like maybe you've been more casual and all of a sudden there's this energy strike here where you're like, this person brings a lot of balance, unity, and caring into my life and love, and wanting to bring them forward. And then there's this gesture with this King of Keys going out and making it. Oh, yeah, we've got the King and the Queen of Keys here, folks. This is potential marriage. So, all right, Gemini, I really hope that resonated for you. Big things are coming for you at the shifting of the seasons. So, keep on making those demonstrations and loving big. Your treasure is absolutely at hand. So, good luck. Love you so much. Gratitude to you, and check out your other signs and placements for more information and details as you're inclined. And otherwise, until next time, take care, Gemini.